matchup in today's game in the Eastern Conference.
They're for real at this point.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Plumlee sets the pick for Garcia. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Boss. Misses the 3. On defense, they'll
put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. They get it back. Pistons in Detroit.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense.
Here's Thomas. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Boss. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 69 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly...
Oh! And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Here's the screen. For the 3, and he gets the bucket. Boss has got 7 points in the game.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Thomas dishes to Crowder. Upside Thomas. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Well, they got the other team in foul trouble. I mean, and frustrated them as well. And I think that really kind of shaped the whole context and tenor of the game.
And the first one at the line is good.
Checking out the game Boss is having. He's got 8 points and the 1 steal.
Both free throws good from Boss. So it's the Celtics now. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Now here is Red. Tight defense on him, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, here's how Chicago ranks league-wide. First in three-point confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Boston.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Both free throws good from Boss.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. That's good. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Clock at 6. Here's Crowder. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Boss, and it's Chicago scoring again.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Outside Thomas. Plumlee with the screen. Thomas goes in. The dish to Plumlee. He feeds it to Crowder. Passes to Thomas. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Bulls trail by 3. Strong, the pass to Randall. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Anderson. He's getting around 4 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Boss passes to Rose, and he gets it to go.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
To the middle, here's Amanatides, lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
1:10 left in the first half. Here's Jeffries, another 3 for Chicago.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Boss, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Feeds it to Red. Here's Stafford, and again it's Boston converting.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
There's a good screen. Sullinger the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rivers can't get it to go. Here's Boss. He got it! That is one fantastic buzzer beater!
He hit that shot like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
That is what you call much in the clutch.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Bulls lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Well, we've got a moment left. Set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Shooting guard. And Thomas, here we go. Got a piece of it. Here's Boss. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Boss. They get it back. Celtics trail by 7. And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go. Fires for 3. Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Here's Boss. Drills the baseline jumper. Boss has got 28.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Thomas kicks to Plumlee. Beyond the arc. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Thomas.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent...
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post, rotate over, and make your presence felt.
Putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Boss, and he has 28 points for the game. Good D by Sullinger.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Garcia dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Boss. It's good from long range. Boss has got 31.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
And with this quick break in play, let's take a look now and select from a group of point guards that have been killing it from three-point range over the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
He is so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens things up for him, which makes it easier for him to set up his teammates.
Well, he's a prime example of why being a top-notch three-point shooter comes in handy for a point guard.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Celtics. Shot clock at 5. Here's Garcia. No luck, so the Bulls will take it the other way.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
The first free throw is good.
Looking at the game for Thomas, he's got 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 three-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
West is checked in for Garcia.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Inside, Stafford. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
It's West with the drive. Good D by Stevenson.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
West outside. In transition, here come the Bulls. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things will be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Boss and the Bulls, another 3.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
West passes to Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For 3, it falls. And 3 more from Boss.
Absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
For Boston, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And so he hits the technical free throw. Then for the Bulls, Julius Randle comes in for Anderson, and it's Boss in for Rose. The Celtics making a switch here. Boss, he's in at point guard. Aaron Baines out there with Randle. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jeffries in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Boston. Both free throws good from Boss. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And Garcia kicks to Rivers. Plumlee with the screen. Butler against Rivers. 5 to shoot. Back to Garcia from past the arc. Jeffries with the rebound. Jeffries got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Boss, defended by Crowder. Here's Boss, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Boss has got 49 points in the game. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's Rivers, but they'll get another chance. And that one hits back iron. Chicago with the ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Boss gets the bucket.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Rivers dishes to Crowder. Kicks to Plumlee. To the wing on the left. Here's Rivers. Got a hand on it. Here's Boss. Another 3 for Chicago.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Rivers with it. Sullinger the screen. They need this. Garcia can't get it to go.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Rivers passes to Plumlee. Garcia inside, defended by Butler. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. The Celtics making a switch here. That's good from Garcia. Chicago with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Boss, no good. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. It's West with the drive.
That's a wall.
It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Pass to Garcia from deep, and he gets it to go. Garcia's got 6 in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Boss, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Wow. What can you say?
Boston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Garcia goes in. Nice ball movement by Boston. Now here's Rivers. Defense right on him.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adams.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Greg, we don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Boss. It was the kind of
That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And he gets it to go. 70 points for Freak.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. West with a wide open look. Boston again missing. The clock now can just run out for the Bulls. Here's Boss. Shot, high post, it counts.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 elite. lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.